Hey guys, welcome back to Carnage Corner. We are going to take in NXT, and we're also going to talk about what has happened on Raw and some SmackDown. I did miss 205 Live last night, so I'm not going to be talking about 205 Live at all. I'm sorry. We can discuss all the little hobbits running around at a different time because I missed it. I'm sorry. So while NXT is doing their recap of what happened at NXT War Games, and if you missed that, oh my God, do I suggest you go back and watch it. Some really great things happened at that pay-per-view. Some unfortunate things happened as well. Looking at you, Drew McIntyre. But, but we'll take this opportunity to talk about Raw a little bit. Raw opened up with Stephanie coming out to gloat like she does. She brings out Triple H, who, if you have not seen what happened after Survivor Series went off the air, the part where Triple H stumbles into the light up wall on his way into the back and lands on his ass, that was hysterical. My funniest thing I've seen in a while. Like, literally couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. The biggest ass hat in pro wrestling. In any other case, so Triple H comes out, and then Kurt Angle comes out, and Kurt Angle's all pissed off. He gets in Triple H's face, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Jason Jordan comes out, and, it's like, and I'm watching this, and the boy's coming out, and it's like, boy, don't stick your nose where it don't belong. What the hell are you doing? Men are talking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, Jordan comes out, and Jordan wants to pick a fight with Triple H, which, is... it's kind of like, grabbing a wiffle ball bat and smacking a bear. It just don't make no sense. So that being said, Kurt tries to talk Jason down, and Stephanie is admonishing Jason, and Stephanie comments that Triple H is not afraid of anyone in the locker room. Cue Strowman's music, and Strowman comes out, and he backs Triple H out of the ring, because Strowman absolutely does scare Triple H. So, Ruby Riott coming out on NXT. We just saw Ruby Riott on SmackDown, spoiler alert. What the hell is she doing out here? Which, I can't believe they brought Ruby Riott up to SmackDown. Like, I just very, very, they're talking about her and Liv Morgan and I believe it's Sarah Logan attacking Becky and Naomi. And then, of course, attacking Charlotte and Natalya as well. So, anyways, back to Monday Night Raw while we have the chance. So, Strowman comes out, Triple H and Stephanie leave the ring, and Stephanie makes Braun Strowman versus Jason Jordan for later that night. We then went into our first match of the evening, which was Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. These two have such good matches. Great matches. Ended with Joe choking out Balor. I think this is even more of an example of Vince McMahon not liking smaller people. I mean, unfortunately, Finn Balor is, I think Finn is all of maybe 5'11", and he's 190 pounds. He's not the size guy that Vince has any respect for or in his mind use for. So Balor is getting a bad rap in the WWE on Raw, it would appear. Not saying that I would have rather Joe lose, because I like Joe, but I like Finn too, and it was a good match. But Balor just seems to be repeatedly, Nah, I don't know, because he's beaten Bray Wyatt recently, but Bray Wyatt's not on the same pedestal he was once on either. So, I just don't know. I get the feeling like Vince is not in this guy's corner whatsoever. Um, that being said, then we had Kurt and Jason backstage. Looks like we're about to get into our first match here on NXT with Ruby Riott and Jason Jordan. Ruby Riott and Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville made her debut on Raw on Monday night. I'm surprised to see her here in NXT as well. Alright, these two are locked up now, and there's Ruby getting a rollout with Sonya. I like Sonya Deville. They've got the ring set up War Game style. Why do they have the ring set up War Game style for just a regular NXT? There's two rings out there. Two rings butted up against each other. What in the hell is the point to that when this is just a regular NXT? Unless they shot this that same night. That would be... I wouldn't see the point of that either. Ruby making Sonya look foolish. That's a no good. Alright, Ruby's got Sonya in a corner here. What are we doing? Nice hit, nice arm drag there. Another one. Ruby throwing some kicks that look like absolute crap. Sonya Deville back in control. Oh, wow! Running knee strike to the shin. Ruby still kicked out though, but holy crap, that looked good. Or bad, depending on, how you want to look at it. All right, they're doing a commercial. So then we get Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan backstage. Jason's like, I can't fight Braun. I'm hurt. Kurt's like, I thought you said you were 100%. That was when I thought I was going to fight Triple H. So, yada yada. Kurt's like, you can't back out of this. What's wrong with you? All right, and then we go to Miz TV, and Miz wants Roman as his guest. He calls for Roman Reigns, and the Shield comes out. Miz was not happy about that. Miz tried to take credit for the Shield being back together again, which was humorous. And, Roman issues himself a challenge to the Miz. Roman wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And, of course, Miz does not want to do that, and then you get the Miz Taraj. They're like, well, you have to go through us. So they go through them. Shield takes out Dallas and Axel while Miz cowers on the ramp there. All right, and of course, Kurt Angle does make the match official that it will be The Miz versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title in the main event. All right, and then of course we get Dean Ambrose in a one-on-one match against Sheamus. Ambrose pulling out the win, and now we're back with Sonya Blade and Ruby Riott on NXT. Nice forearm shot from Sonya. Nice roll up there by Ruby Riott, and Sonya kicks out. Spine buster from Sonya to Riott. 1, 2, no. And Ruby's still selling that shin, that right shin. Good sell job as Sonya just pounds her into the mat now. Oh, nice kick. Oh. Had a good step kick there with Sonya, laying Ruby out. Ruby's still fighting. Oh, nice. Almost a variation of the Texas. It's like a toe hold, and I don't know what the hell that is. I've not seen that submission used before. Although they are making it very obvious that Ruby was in control of how far her leg got bent. Oh. Alright, guys. You guys could have done that a little faster. I'm actually beginning to wonder whether or not these two should have been brought up to the main roster. They're having some issues working well together at this point. Oh, whoa! That was a vicious DDT from Ruby Riott. Right, Ruby Riott still selling that right shin. A chop from Ruby Riott there. And another and a third. Ooh. Nice back heel trip STO. Oh, and I almost want to call that a cannonball. And Sonya kicks out. Ooh, wow. Nice. Oh, running knee strike to the face. And there's a submission. Triangle choke. Triangle armbar, excuse me. Oh, Ruby looking for the ropes, but Sonya takes her down into the ankle lock with the leg vine. Does she have the right one? She does. She has that right leg, the one that Sonya has been, the one that Ruby has been selling all match. Ruby crawling towards the ropes. Reaching, and she got the ropes. Sonya's got to break the hold. And she gives it to the 4 count. That's smart. Sonya wasting time yelling at the referee now. That's a mistake. A nice kick move there by Ruby Riott, and Ruby Riott gets the win. I don't really agree with that. I mean, it is pro wrestling. I mean, we don't have to be able to. We don't need to fully believe it. It doesn't have to be 100% believable. But come on now. Oh. All right. So Ruby Riott defeats Sonya Blade on NXT. If we can go backwards now, back to Raw. After Ambrose beats Sheamus, we go to the locker room where Jason Jordan has a talk with Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy about Braun Strowman. Matt Hardy basically tells him, "Good luck, kid. You're fucked." And then, of course, we go to Alexa with her in-ring promo. And she was not the least bit happy. And And then, of course, Mickie James comes out and gets the entire arena to chant "Biscuit Butt" at Alexa Bliss, which Mickie found very amusing. Mickie wants a shot at the title, and then Bayley comes out and Bayley wants a shot at the title. Bayley, by the way, never ever say sister like that ever again. I was embarrassed for you. Dear God. So, and then Sasha comes out. The less we talk about Sasha, the better. And then Alicia Fox comes out. Probably got lost on her way to therapy, because, she's crazy pants. Okay, Kurt comes out. He makes a fatal four-way match for number one contendership to the women's championship. And while that match is going on, Paige made her return. So apparently she removed her head from Alberto Del Rio's ass and got it screwed on straight so that she could stop fucking up. So in either case, Paige is back. And, she interrupted that match, distracted them all. And then Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose attacked the four women in the ring, and Paige came down and helped. And they completely cleared the ring of those four women. All right. Next thing we get is backstage. Renee stops Paige, Mandy, and Sonya, wants to interview them. Bliss interrupts this interview. Paige makes the they're showing Lars's interview from from Sunday night or Saturday night. So, anyways, the the introductions get made, yada 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 yada. They jump Alexa Bliss. Could Alexa be making a face turn? Possible. And then, of course, we get the Braun Strowman versus Jason Jordan match with so Braun Strowman versus Jason Jordan was not going well for Jason at all. But then, of course, Kane came out of nowhere and attacked Braun Strowman with a chair. Attacked his leg and then attacked his throat, getting him propped up against the throat and driving it into the steel steps. Something we've seen them do many times. Braun Strowman did a very good job of selling having a steel chair driven into his throat. So they go to break. We come back from break. Renee is outside the trainer's room, tries to get a word from Kurt about Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman apparently refused medical attention and went home. And Kurt goes in to see Jason in the trainer's room, trying to find out if he's okay, yada, 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 yada. The Miz comes in. Miz wants out of this Intercontinental Championship match, and Kurt Angle says, no way. Miz, then we go to the match. Miz versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title. This was a cluster. The Cesaro and Sheamus got involved. The other members of the Shield got involved, but in the end, The Miz lost. Roman Reigns won the Intercontinental Championship, and I died a little bit inside. I knew that they were going to get the IC belt off of Miz soon, because Miz is very soon going to be taking time off because his first child is being born. I fully expect that Miz will take probably a few months off for that. Okay? But and taking the belt off of Miz is fine. But putting it on Roman? Putting the belt on Roman Reigns. Are you trying to just make all of your titles worthless? Seriously. Why on earth are you putting a belt on Roman Reigns? And let me tell you this. If the rumors are true and you're building towards Brock and Roman for the Universal title at WrestleMania, I mean, if you don't want us to watch, just let us know. I mean, what in the hell is this shit? Part-timer versus ball licker? That's your main event? I'm not impressed. Not impressed in the least. You know, all Roman winning the Intercontinental title tells me is that Roman spent an extra hour under Vince's desk the night beforehand. That's all that frickin' tells me. So, just absolute ridiculousness. Oh, wait a second. I've got comments. All right. So, thanks for the comments, guys. Thanks for watching. And then, of course, we'll go into SmackDown. This past Saturday night, after the win, they'd had a talk with Ember Moon, apparently. Ember, of course, won the NXT Women's Championship in that Fatal 4-Way match, which was awesome. I was leaning more towards Nikki Cross, but I'm not upset with this at all. Ember Moon's a fantastic performer. I've yet to see her have a bad match, so, you know, it's definitely no issue there. Now on SmackDown, things weren't a little different, but also the same. SmackDown opened up with Shane McMahon. Shane obviously upset over what happened at Survivor Series. He called out Kevin and Sami Zayn. Kevin and Sami Zayn tried to spin things around and make it like like Shane should be thanking them for their actions, which is completely asinine. And Shane was about to fire Kevin and Sami, yes. And then Daniel Bryan comes out, and the little hobbit bastard decides to throw his weight around again. All right, he makes a lumberjack match instead, a handicap lumberjack match. The New Day versus Sami and Kevin, with the entire roster surrounding the ring. Alright, so. And then, of course, we get into our normal stuff, which is Shelton Benjamin versus Jey Uso. Benjamin picking up the win, which is, you know, very good for Benjamin and Gable. Then we got Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan, I believe her name is, show up during an interview with Naomi, and they jump Naomi. Becky comes and tries to help, and Becky gets beat up too. You know. Then we get backstage with Shane and Daniel Bryan, and Shane, you know, kind of condescendingly praising Bryan's ideas, and then leaving. So. And then we got the debut of the Bludgeon Brothers as they took on the Hype Bros. This was a fast match. It was a brutal match, and the Bludgeon Brothers got the win. Okay, Natalya had herself an interview. All right, I didn't listen to it because who wants to hear anything a Hart says? Seriously, come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then of course AJ Styles comes out to call out Jinder, who Jinder had made it sound like he wanted his title rematch on SmackDown. But no, so AJ calls out Jinder. Jinder doesn't come out. Jinder appears on the Titantron. And Jinder doesn't want his title match that night. He wants it at Clash of Champions. And then the Singh brothers attack AJ from behind, and AJ takes them out. Rather impressively, I might say. Okay? And then, of course, we go backstage again with KO and Sami Zayn still trying to find a member of the locker room to help them. They eventually come upon Rusev and English, ask them for help. Rusev and English don't seem convinced. We then go to Natalya versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. This match was really starting to heat up when Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and again I believe it is Sarah Logan, attack, taking out Natalya, taking out Charlotte, and leaving them both in a heap. Now here's what I want to know. Here is what I want to know. The champ was left lying in the middle of the damn ring. Carmella, where were you? You're not going to get a better opportunity than that. What in the hell? So, the and then, of course, we have it backstage with Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn basically begging not to be fired. Okay, and then we go into the match. New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with the entire SmackDown roster surrounding the ring. And here's the fucking kicker. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens actually win this match. They steal one. Sami with the roll-up while everyone's distracted actually wins. This is after all the Lumberjacks had gotten involved and everything went to shit. Sami managed to get a roll-up on, I believe it was Kofi Kingston, and squeak out the win. What in the hell is going on with the booking? Listen, I hate the gyrating gaggle of goofs. I really do. But I hate Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens more. Or they're whiny ass, hypocritical, lazy anarchists. I cannot freaking stand them. They should be flogged and beaten. Just ridiculous crap. And in either case, they picked up the win. They got squashed, or Sami got squashed after the fact. Kevin Owens went running to the back to beg Daniel Bryan not to fire them. And Daniel, of course, says, well, I was never going to fire you. Yeah, because Daniel has his head so far up his rectum. Whatever. So, anyways, friggin' next week, apparently, we will get Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton, because that's what Daniel Bryan thinks is a punishment, which is, again, stupid. They should just be fired. Like, with their actions and any other job behaving the way they behave would get their asses canned. He should have just let Shane fire them. But alas, that's not what happened. So, and of course, that was how they ended out SmackDown. Next week on SmackDown, we will also be getting AJ Styles versus the Singh brothers in a handicap match. I don't suspect that will be. I don't suspect that will go the Singh brothers' way. Apparently, next week on NXT, we're getting Kairi Sane versus Peyton Royce. I gotta say, I am somewhat surprised that we didn't see Peyton Royce and Billie Kay brought up to the main roster. I find that surprising because they're quite popular on NXT, and they've proven to be very adept performers. So I'm actually surprised to see them not brought up to the main roster. So now they're going to go over War Games. So as I said, I did not get to check out 205 Live last night. It being that Enzo retained his Cruiserweight Championship, I'm sure it was just a whole lot more of Enzo running his mouth. So I don't know if you guys actually saw the War Games match at NXT War Games, but it was a crazy match. It was good. It kept you guessing. That it did for sure. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this Adam Cole character. He's obviously a fantastic performer. He's obviously a great performer. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say I am a fan at this point. The guy is, I don't really care for the character that he is portraying. But for whatever reason, the Undisputed Era, as they are calling themselves, that's who picked up the win in the War Games match. But the match itself was just outstanding. A lot of moments for everyone to shine, from they're just going through everything that happened. There's an interesting concept what they did with this War Games. I don't remember War Games working this way back when it was with WCW. They changed the rules, it seems. But all the same, it was, I think it was a halfway decent match. They definitely got creative with it. This was funny, is because the match didn't officially begin until the last man got in the ring. And Killian Dane just kept throwing weapons in there. He filled that thing up with weapons before actually going in himself. Unfortunately, it appears that Drew McIntyre actually tore his bicep at NXT War Games in his match with Andrade Cien Almas, which is a damn shame. I really would have preferred, I'm sure Drew would have preferred not to get hurt, but I just don't understand the decision to put the title on Almas. I don't know. It would not have been my choice. Taking the NXT title off of McIntyre and putting it on Aleister Black or Lars Sullivan or even Eric Young. Maybe not Young because he's got the tag team titles right now, but you know what I'm saying. It's, to putting the title on Andrade Cien Almas. What the hell is the point? I don't know. All I can do at this point is hope that Andrade doesn't have the title for all that long. So, it's not like he's going to pull a Brock Lesnar and only do three title defenses in 7 months. Speaking of the reigning hiding champion, you know, it's really doing a disservice to the Universal title. That title needs all the help it can get. It's new, and it looks like somebody took a metal W and stuck it on a fruit roll-up. So that title needs all the help it can get. And Brock being gone all the time, not around for that title to be seen, not around for that title to be propped up and made important, that's not helping it. You know, it's just a very questionable decisions on the part of the WWE where that is concerned. Oh, the United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. United Kingdom champion. Apparently the Bruiserweight is going to be defending the United Kingdom championship against Johnny Gargano. That's something I didn't understand. You created this United Kingdom Championship, yet you don't have a show on which it is showcased. Now, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I assume that it would get followed up with a UK-based show like 205 Live. But they didn't do that. You know, are they going to move the United Kingdom Championship to NXT and make it a like a mid-card level championship on NXT? I can get behind that. That's a good idea, you know, but I don't know if that's what they're doing. God, what passes as music today is absolutely horrendous. Oy vey. I don't know. And here we go with the main event, Johnny Gargano. Johnny wrestling. Truth be told, I cannot stand this guy. I don't know what it is about him, but I don't like him. No, I did like his partner that he had for a while there, Tommaso Ciampa. He seemed interesting, but I just no. This guy, no. I don't know. I think I'm going to enjoy watching the Bruiserweight plow through this guy. And here comes the United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. It's funny how common a name that is. I actually know 3 people named Pete Dunne. Like, not just know of them. I actually know 3 people named Pete Dunne. It's ridiculous how common of a name that is. Somebody had a replica United Kingdom Championship in the crowd. Way to waste your money. Why would you buy that? Right now, this title, the United Kingdom title, is almost as ridiculously useless as the Universal title. Almost as. Why do you hold the title in your teeth like that, Peter? Never understood guys coming up with alternative ways of holding their championship. Guys, it's a belt. Just wear it like a belt. What the hell? Alright, they're starting up with the lockup, and Pete Dunne into the arm wringer. Reversal through to an arm wringer by Gargano. Reversal through by Pete Dunne. Very athletic. Snapmare takeover. Going for a headlock there, but Gargano able to weasel out. And now he's got the front face lock on Gargano. Jeez, Pete Dunne started training at the age of 12. Here in the United States, they won't even think about training you till you're at least 17 or 18. Oh, what a forearm! Pete Dunne just leveled Gargano. Holy crap, what a shot. And my WWE Network froze again. Good thing it's only $9.99 a month. Swear to God. Nice Hurricane Rana followed by a drop kick by Johnny Gargano. Pete Dunne takes a powder. Oop, Gargano to the outside. Oh. Dunne misses with the clothesline and gets kicked in the mush. And now Gargano with a very unnecessary senton that wouldn't actually do anything in a real fight, but hey, whatever. Okay, and it's going to keep Pete down longer than a kick in the face did. Makes sense. Oh, looking for that tornado DDT on the floor. Not happening. Oh, beautiful. Pete Dunne with the, it looked like a vertical suplex, but he turned it into a power bomb right onto the ring apron. Vertical release suplex, I guess you'd call it. That was beautiful. It looked vicious. Oh, damn, excuse me. What do we got going on? We got this, they got this new, I got a book on NXT now. So apparently WWE is suing Cody Rhodes and the Bullet Club for using the Too Sweet sign, which I think it's funny because they do not own a patent on this hand gesture. You know, they did not create it. This was actually originally brought to the WWE by the 1-2-3 Kid, who said it was some sort. Who he said he picked it up when he was in Turkey because of it's like a Turkish mafia thing or whatnot. But I mean, is the WWE going to sue me? I use this all the time. I use this when I want my children to be quiet. They know this as the quiet fox. Mouth open, mouth closed, ears open. So come on, WWE, sue me. Sue me. And take me for all I got. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, God. So, here we go. We're back to the match. And Gargano with a nice punch to Pete Dunne. And now the chops. Whoa. Very, very athletic on the part of Gargano. Oh, nice backflip by Pete Dunne there. Oh. Thought Gargano was going to pick it up there for a second. Remember, the United Kingdom Championship is on the line. Looks like Gargano's going to dive. Why do so many people dive? It's so dumb. Oh, turned it into a tornado DDT. That's a little different. That's a little more. That can actually be damaging. That's not as stupid as a suicide dive. Referees count up to 3. Gargano's got to get done in the ring if he thinks he's going to win that championship. Gargano's selling the crap out of his hand. Of course, Pete Dunne was doing... I love how so many of our European performers, they like to do that whole thing where they work on the fingers. Oh, whoa. Vertical release suplex. Gargano kicked out. That's surprising. Oh, and Pete Dunne. Some nice kicks to the head there. Of course, they're not actually hitting his head. He's kicking his arm. They're grazing his head at the very least. Oh! A spike DDT out of nowhere by Gargano. Oh! And Gargano just did a tilt-a-whirl something or other and brought it down into a crossface here. Arm trap crossface. Dunne's trying to get out of it now. Dunne just pulled out his mouthpiece. And he's biting Gargano's finger. Ha 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 ha. That's one way to get her done, son. He bit Gargano's finger to make him let go. I fucking love it. And whoa, Gargano with the quick roll up too. And no. No, Gargano. Oh, what a forearm shot. Enziguri. Now, how are you going to come back with that clothesline after getting kicked in the head? That is just silly. I will give NXT this much. You do not get matches like this on the main roster. Why is Gargano looking at the mouthpiece? Well, why does he care? Oh, and he just dropped it and kicked him in the mouth. Pete still kicked out, though. Gargano is furious. He looks, with that look on his face, he looks similar to Ben Stiller and How You Think. There's Something About Mary. If Ben Stiller had a beard. Yeah, there's a face similar to when Ben Stiller, the character, gets his wedding tassel stuck in his zipper. And there's Gargano going for that slingshot spear, got a forearm, and he got squashed. 2, 3, and the Bruiserweight victorious. I like Pete Dunne. That guy is awesome. Now, the week starts on Monday, and I can honestly say, I didn't watch 205 live yet, but Pete Dunne versus Johnny Gargano, that was the best wrestling match I've seen all week. Well, that is it for tonight, guys. Hey, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching with me. You guys are awesome. And remember, until next time, Carnage, it's right around the corner.